forgets it.
Yeah, why is Suk Matone on the all-defensive team? Right there.
Deep three, McCoy. It's good. Left side three, no good. If all goes according to plan, and he's healthy next year, Jeff, he's going to crack the 1,000-point plateau. Here's McCoy with a two-handed slam. After trainer did come over and talk to Matone right after he exited stage left. Hemphill will hand it off to McCoy. 15 on the shot clock. Colgate enjoying their biggest lead of the afternoon. McCoy hops down, rattles around, and coming off a career-high 8-point performance the last time he faced Boston University.
18 of the Raiders' 32 points in the paint, and Colgate 3 for their last 3 from the field.
McCoy trying to get
matchup in the paint between Records and Matone.
McCoy steps into the foul line, drains.
Mentioned a bigger stage. It was also a bigger crowd. I mean, the gym was packed that day, obviously, standing room only from the free throw line.
Still a long ways to go, Jeff. Hard to believe. Still under 14 minutes. McCoy. But due to cancellations, that got shifted around and never played. McCoy powers his.
And that is good news to see that 3 go down. Now Burns 1 for 5 from outside the arc. 12 points for JB, the third Raider in double digits.
Here's McCoy, launches one. It's good. McCoy with the
start, which is baskets in the paint and Lehigh taking advantage. So for the Terriers, who have given up nearly 48% field goal for the season, these are the high percentage shots you just can't give up early and get behind. So Taylor and Marcus Wilson get as if he was going to help, and then he actually slipped. So the Terriers, with their secondary help, lost it.
Javante McCoy drills the triple. The first
switching. So you see some of the mismatches that are created when the guards switch. That time it was Pasco trying to guard Jameril Wilson, and Wilson actually passed the ball out.
Javante McCoy, the only starter on the.
It's a team that's going to win a Patriot League championship, but that's what's so much fun about the tournament. Team that gets hot can all of a sudden go right through, and certainly between BU and Lehigh is a first round, just trying to get going.
Javante McCoy went
further where Nick Lynch caught that ball. That's not his sweet spot. That's just a lot of work done before the even play got the ball in the hands of Nick Lynch.
Javante McCoy inside, and the first double digit.
Yet in a 3-6 game, BU in the front court left. Javante McCoy on the left wing. A lob inside to Suk Matone, backing in on Nick, guarded by Caldwell. Harper, right corner, Bertain Watts, defended by Blackwell. Bertain Watts, our sideline, calls out the play for Boston University. A trio of subs set to come in for both teams at the next dead ball, which will be immediate timeout. Bertain Watts to Matone up top, placing Rucker and Cross here at the 12:30 mark. Army 45, Boston University 30. It'll stay BU ball, 9 to shoot. Finke comes in for Peterson here at the 4:57 mark. Matone was spinning inside and actually stumbled. And Peterson actually had no choice. Rebound tipped away. Finke had it pulled away by Rucker. Army picks up the stop. A huge stop for the Black Knights. 1:50 to play. And second free throw for Grayson in the double bonus. 20.7 seconds left in the game. Army leading it by one.
Making the extra pass around the perimeter, and EBW's cashing in.
Back-to-back buckets for the Terriers. RJ. More full court pressure by the Crusaders.
Army on Sunday, which was their season high.
So the Terriers have to try and figure out a way to dig themselves out of a 12-point hole to start the second half. And a wild shot by Judson Martindale. I don't think he's missed a shot against BU by that much all season.
Well, that'll certainly help.
Rabinovich into the game for Holy Cross. He played briefly in the first half. He talked about where he is on the Holy Cross all-time scoring list. This is also Butler's 100th start of his Holy Cross career put in place before the season started.
Without a doubt, but with the idea of you do not have to now play the 12 conference games. If you are the second place in your division, you get in even if you played 9 games.
So in spite of your position about the wanting to keep the tournament as it was structured prior to the season, how do you...
Career high now, which was set at 28. If I'm not mistaken, again, our stats are a little bit behind here, but I believe that should give him carriers early on, and they have not looked back. This offense has been able to score at will against BU. As you see Butler, again, getting around the corner.
under the current system as we know it, it comes down to total Patriot League records. So it's not how many wins you have, it's what your percentage is, and that, of course, depends on how many games.
Reason why Walter White's been held in check. Moffitt, he gets on the floor, tries to take it away, cannot. And
you look at what Boston is doing right now. They're just hanging around, starting to creep back in. Colgate had extended the lead, and now Boston has a chance to get it to within one possession.
McCoy over Richardson are unbelievable in the last couple minutes here for the Raiders.
And Keegan Records now with 10 points. He and Jordan Burns, the only players in double digits this afternoon. JB has a dozen.
Here is the hang and the hit by McCoy in the curse of being on such a talented team that Colgate is. Coach Langle said the same thing about Sam Thompson, that if they weren't contending for a championship, Thompson.
Over 3 minutes without a point. Can't change it from the outside. It's McCoy on the offensive glass with the stick back.
From the three-point line, 30%.
Colgate able to knock it down from deep. McCoy, Cummings from the far side, banging in another.
Well, ever since Nelly got that block in the first half, he's hit 3 straight shots and just been really good. That's where they're tough, defensive transition.
He's 3 of 5 for long range. McCoy able to 4 rebounds.
This is interesting. We talk so much about the guards in this game, but the big front courts of both teams have been fabulous.
Raiders by 10. McCoy pull-up. Yes.
You feel good about yourself for a second, BU. You better turn around and run, because transition defense is going to be the key here this last 7.5 minutes.
Raiders able to burn them for the 2, but McCoy responds. 5 of those boards, Mo, on the offensive end.
Really good, and got him out of the game here. 4 fouls. Going to need him offensively as this game tightens up for Colgate.
And Records back in with his 4. Contact on the way for.
Able to finish with a little bit of contact, but no call. First 2 for the Crusaders.
Well, as soon as R.J. Johnson saw that lane, he took advantage of it hard to the left-hand side, and a great finish.
And Johnson, or Wade rather, this time will foul. Boy works his way around the Matone screen, kick to the corner. The 3 is short from Tynan, and McCoy on the follow-up. Back down by 1 and putting some pressure on defensively.
So far, showing a little bit of his three-point range. 1 for 2 here in the first half.
Nice strong take. And you could see Johnson in the replay thought the travel was called, because he was clapping on the ground after he made a travel motion. Only a few seconds to shoot here after the fact, though. McCoy's able to gather it and gets it off the glass. That's a great job.
Again, BU doing a great job with 5 seconds. Javante McCoy taking it to the rack after he had mishandled the basketball, actually.
McCoy hesitated. Oh, and then the touch again from McCoy. Under 7 minutes left to play. McCoy calling for the clear out. Wants Gates all to himself. It's a tough matchup, but McCoy is up for it.
Shadowing Gates wherever he goes, and it's a larger body, which makes it harder. And credit Ethan Britton Watts on the previous possession, staying with him as well, waiting for his help.
Javante McCoy had to bring it back out. Nice catch by Hemphill. Now Javante again. How about the reverse with the right hand?
Well, what a screen set by Matt Fall. I mean, Austin Butler, it's hard to stop him to begin with, but when a screen set by Fall like that, a crunching screen, Fletcher Tynan had no shot.
Oh, great move and great
against him.
Minute and a half to go in the first. Shot clock down to 8. McCoy with the stutter step, and what a conversion of the season.
There's that matchup.
Matone kicks it out, and Harper is free. Can't hit the 3, though. Walter White tracks down the rebound.
Another offensive rebound. We've seen Suk with a couple, and now Walter White chasing it down on the long miss.
McCoy started a spin move and then hits the fall away. How about that?
Scored for the Terriers.
And then a careless turnover by Holy Cross at the other end, so BU will get it right back, already with a 19-point lead. It has been all Terriers in this one. Javante McCoy hit a 3 to start the game. The Terriers went out to a quick 14-6 lead at the first time out. And they've just been stretching it out since then. And now
free throw line, you want to see Javante, who understands how to score, not just shoot, but how to score. And it starts by getting to the free throw line. And his numbers overall, his line, 19 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. He's the first Terrier with more than 3 assists in a game.
Interesting, Brian.
Stevens. Still searching for three-point range. A twirling McCoy. Hey, tough to find 7 foot against 6'10" in some of the power leagues even anymore. In big-time play, going mano-a-mano in the low post.
Some really good big men in this Patriot League this season. Some good young guys, but Suk Baton, can't say enough about his development. And Neil Quinn from freshman to sophomore year.
Neil Quinn, great. Tyrone Perry could not get that one to fall. Had a tough angle. Rebound by Javante McCoy.
Yeah, we talked before about the passing ability of Neil Quinn in the center.
Up and shot. And he went up and got it. And John, you're right. Damon Tate, game 1 in his career. 26 points, 10 rebounds against Holy Cross, 4 steals. Way outside. That's going to be close to a walking violation. Pasco, he can't get anything to work either when he gets inside the paint. Again, nowhere to go. Nice back cut, pretty.
Collar kind of game, and it's good to see that Lafayette so far has been up to the challenge. They're doing what they have to do to stay in this thing.
And they'll go right at it again.
When he's matched up with a guard, his elevation, his length, and his ability to just hit that mid-range jump shot is unstoppable from there.
Drive, McCoy, nothing, step back. McCoy puts it up, knocks it down.
This is what Army did to the Terriers yesterday.
And BU's lead is now 5 as Grayson misfires this time, and White above the crowd for the rebound.
And the Terriers winning that battle 10-5, doubling up Army on the glass.
Javante McCoy, how about that finish? Threes, and it's back to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, and again, the three-point shooting for Army has been electric here at the start of this one.
Javante McCoy gets loose has been finishing seasons.
Yep.
They've had problems at the end of seasons. Last year, they were actually a little bit better. They played 500. Chance for Army to build the lead, but Grayson can't hit the runner.
That was in the lane, Lonnie Grayson. I mean, Army, we know how quick they are. Grayson getting in there, and a tough shot.
Oh, and there's a nice move by Javante.
Half with that kind of quick spurt by Army. You know, offensively, Terriers need to get points and get some buckets to just get in transition.
BU gets it back in transition, and Javante McCoy scores.
Certainly last game, he drew, 5 fouls yesterday as well, and picks up another one on Peterson, his 4th.
That's the 5th team foul on Army, 4 on BU to this point, and for the easy, or rather to Caldwell underneath for the easy 2.
How about Caldwell's last couple of possessions, and Army just answering the bell inside this time.
So Army still with the comfort margin here, but